The iPhone camera game might be about to level up in a way we haven't seen in years. And no, this isn't just another megapixel bump or some AI trick. The iPhone 18 Pro could introduce something far more fundamental, something rooted in actual physics. We're talking about a camera that can literally change the way it sees light. Think back to when the Samsung Galaxy S9 dropped. It made headlines for introducing a variable aperture on a smartphone, basically a camera lens that could adjust itself depending on lighting conditions. It felt futuristic at the time, but after that, the feature kind of faded away. Now fast forward to 2026, and it looks like Apple is ready to bring that concept back, but this time, way more refined. According to multiple supply chain reports that have been surfacing since February, Apple is actively working on bringing a variable aperture system to the iPhone 18 Pro and Pro Max. And this isn't just early speculation anymore. The latest updates suggest that things have already moved into actual production stages. Industry insiders claim that companies like Sunny Optical and Luxshare ICT have already started manufacturing the key components, specifically the actuators required for this system. These are tiny mechanical parts that physically move inside the camera module, and if you're wondering who's assembling everything together, it's reportedly LG Innotek, once again handling the camera modules. That's not surprising, considering their long-standing partnership with Apple. What is surprising, though, is the timing. Mass production is expected to kick off around June or July, which is earlier than usual for iPhone components. Even more interesting reports suggest that the necessary manufacturing equipment is already installed at LG Innotek's facility in Gumi, South Korea. So why the early start? Simple, this isn't your typical smartphone upgrade. Unlike software features that Apple can tweak after launch, this is pure hardware innovation. Once it ships, there's no fixing it with an update. Everything from the movement of the blades to the durability of the mechanism has to be perfect right out of the gate. And that's exactly where actuators come in. These tiny components control a set of microscopic blades inside the camera lens. When they move, they physically adjust how much light enters the sensor. It's not digital simulation. It's real, mechanical movement, something we rarely see in smartphones. Now you might be thinking, okay, sounds cool, but does it actually matter? A variable aperture system works a lot like your eyes. In low light, your pupils expand to let in more light. In bright environments, they contract to avoid overexposure. The same principle applies here. With this setup, the iPhone 18 Pro's main camera could automatically adjust its aperture depending on the scene. That means better low-light photos without blowing out highlights, sharper images in bright daylight, more natural depth and background blur, improved focusing, especially for macro shots. And unlike software-based tricks, this is happening at a physical level, so the results could look significantly more natural. This also opens up new possibilities for photography enthusiasts. Imagine having more control over exposure and depth, similar to what you'd get on a DSLR but in your pocket. Now, let's be real for a second. For the average user, this might initially sound like just another buzzword Apple will throw into its keynote. But if implemented properly, this could quietly become one of the most impactful camera upgrades in years. Because instead of relying purely on computational photography, Apple would be enhancing the foundation of how images are captured. And if Apple pulls this off successfully, you already know